Do you relate well to being spiritual and not religious? Are you looking to transform your life to have greater purpose and experience more joy and abundance? If you are, you've come to the right place. Welcome. I'm Neil Pinkman, the Spiritual Director for the Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. Over the past 2 decades, our open and affirming, diverse community has helped countless people in the same way. Enjoy watching. If you like what you see, check us out at CSLNJ.org.
Everyone at home, welcome. Good morning. We needed a little bit of time this morning with that defrost setting, did we not? Well, here we are. And rather than relying on the external factors of the world to warm us up, I invite you to find that internal resonance. Find that space within you where Spirit resides. Find that peace of God within us. And resonate with that energy to warm yourselves from the inside as we meet today. And know that that is there every day. I'd like to thank Zomal for our Science of Mind every day this morning at 9 a.m. I invite you to join that. It's a wonderful start to the day. And, it's been a wonderful practice every Sunday on Zoom. I'd also like to thank our meditation this morning, creating that space here in the sanctuary and at home to find that quiet space. And also thank you, Brian, our practitioner. We will hear from soon. If you would, read with me in our handout today, also posted in the chat. Again, aligning ourselves for today's celebration. We are an open and affirming science of mind community where the vibration of love fills you, wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind teaching empowers you. We believe that heaven and hell are statements that you experience in this lifetime, and that you are the architect of your life. And that it is never too late to know true happiness. I invite you to find that vibration of love within yourself as we have our opening chant.
And as always, we invite you to sing along once you've found that place of serenity and quiet. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. Joy. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. Peace. I send peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. Faith. I send my faith over the mountains. I send my faith over the sea. I send my faith into the heavens, and it returns to me. Love, joy, peace, and faith. We embrace all of this and so much more this morning. Embracing this truth. Embracing this truth that anything that we send over the mountain, everything that we send out into the universe, into the universal law, returns to us. For that is the law. That is the law of love, that is the law of joy, that is the law of peace, it is the law of faith. And the stronger we know this, the stronger our results. And so we come together today to celebrate this truth in our Sunday celebration. To embrace this, to know this, to affirm this deep within our hearts. Not just in our minds, but deep in our hearts, to live this throughout our week. And so I bless this word. I bless all the words spoken. I bless all the words sung. I bless every ear upon which the words fall. Here present, out there. I do call this good, and so very, very good. And in loving gratitude, I surrender this word into life, into law. And so it is. I send my love over the mountain. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me joy. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me peace. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me power. I send my power over the mountains. I send my power over the sea. I send my power into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me.
As we send out that love, joy, faith, peace, and power, it does return to us. And let us affirm that in our December affirmation. If you would read along with me. I am the walking, talking evidence of love. Every breath I breathe, every thought I think, every exchange I have is based on love, because I am the place where love resides. Love is the power that creates through me in all moments, and because it is love, it can only create love. I respond with love now and always, and so it is. And let's share that love as we have our community greeting. 2 minutes to go and say hello. So if you're at home, please unmute and say hi. Welcome.
who's on the one screen on the left, lean to the right, and everybody on the right, lean to the left. Give yourself screen hugs. And after all that beautiful commotion, is now time for peace. And we say it all the time, peace starts within us. And this is a beautiful place for that to happen. So if you would please, just repeat after me. I am the peace I want to see.
I am the peace I want to see.
I know this peace for my family.
I know this peace for my family.
I know this peace for my community.
I know this peace for my community.
My community knows this peace for the world.
Community knows peace for the world.
Thank you.
Good morning once again. Good morning. And this morning, our reading, believe it or not, it's actually from the textbook today. And it's on page 43. And quite appropriately, it's called Love Rules Through Law. In an intelligent study of the teachings of the science of mind, we come to understand that all is love, and yet all is law. Love rules through law. Love is the divine givingness. Law is the way. Love is spontaneous. Law is impersonal. We should study the nature of reality with this mind, and in this way we shall avoid two grave mistakes, either viewing life as made up only of mechanical laws, or viewing it as made up only of spontaneous actions, irrespective of law and order. As we gain the broader viewpoint, we shall see that life must contain two fundamental things. We shall see that there is an infinite spirit operating through an infinite and immutable law. In this, cosmos, and not chaos, finds an external existence in reality. Love points the way, and law makes the way possible. And to that I say, and so it is. So it is.
Beautiful.
I love that line. I love that love points the way and the law makes it possible. And that's what I want to, this is a point where I would like to get more people doing power talks, but more importantly, what I'd really like is for people to do testimonials. And what I'm going to do today is more of a testimonial, anything else. And we are talking about love, but this is about being in principle, okay? And right now, some people get like Shark Week on National Geographic. Some people get Tornado Week on the Weather Channel. I get Doctor Week, right? I don't even know how many doctors I spoke to this week or visited, but there was a bunch of them. What I found interesting was that two of those doctors that I spoke with said to me, "How are you doing so well?" They said, both my cardiologist and my oncologist looked at me and they said, you had major surgery, they poked 5 holes and you rearranged your insides and you never had a painkiller. You've been in a good mood the whole time. You are so non-symptomatic. I said, okay, that's for, you're thinking I should be a lot sicker for how sick I am. And they said, yeah, we know what's going on in you, and yet you're not sick. I said, well, it's pretty easy to explain. Faith. I have an incredibly powerful teacher studying for like 20 years. I have an incredible woman to support me who's also in that teaching. I have a community who supports me, loves me, with me. And I have spiritual practices that I do, including a couple of decades of meditation. I'm okay. And besides, I don't want to be sick. Why would I choose to be sick? I just choose not to be sick. So what we're seeing here, and what I want to talk about today, is not me, it's about the principles in the book, and how we use them, and how we apply them, and how we have to revisit them and strengthen ourselves in these principles, because anything is possible. That gets to be a little cliched, almost like a Hallmark card in our teaching. That if you do this, that anything is possible. And these doctors both looked at me and said, "Make you this a lot easier." I said, "When I get people like me, it's a lot easier for me too." And here's what's possible. Offering this to the rest of the world. Offering this to those people sitting across the desk that are anticipating you're going to be sicker than you are. But you don't have to be. You don't have to make that choice. Because we have the principles that work. But we can't stop studying them. We can't stop our spiritual practices. We can't stop coming in community and sharing them with each other. It's one of the things we found out when we spoke to a lot of people, that people want to stay in principle. They want to know that the science mind principles are being taught here and spoken about here on a regular basis each week. And regardless of how we approach it, that's what we want to do. Probably one of the best ways, there's a class coming up in January. I know this woman. She does a pretty good job teaching principle. I give her a letter of recommendation if you need it. Okay? But you could look at it and go, well, okay, I studied Holmes and I hear these principles. Doesn't matter. You're going to see them differently every time. They're going to become an integral part of you, deeper every time you do it. I urge you, get into a class like this. This class starts in January. Get back into principles, studying principles, because you're not the same person you were when you took this the first time. This is powerful stuff, and people see it when it's put in place. So, thank you for being here for me. Thank you. And I guess too, it's like, yeah, we didn't all of a sudden discover like the dead Holmes sea scrolls or something, right? I mean, there's no new information that was unearthed that Ernest Holmes was hiding somewhere in his basement that they just found, right? So the principles that are here, keep working on it, please. It's your life. And it can be a damn good one. So, thank you.
Perfect. So I invite you to stay. I invite you to let the Spirit move through the Bible. Let the Word wash over you. And you just call the response. Whatever you have to do it, and so what I see. And hopefully I see the right words. Look at it. I know all that it is. All I need right in my hand. All the truth are strong as stand. Oh, I keep with me. With the light now I can see. I listen for your voice. Every fear I rejoice. Never my heart.
Don't worry, I got it. I got it, thank you. Don't worry, I got it. And you can't cover my face, because Joe will fuss at me. Woo! Don't start. Don't start with me, please. Okay, God, you're funny. This happened to me before, remember? I couldn't get my computer to work. Yes. Really, God? Okay. So, let me tell you something. I was going to start out by saying, Spirit has been working me. Who? Are you kidding? If I was in a different belief system, I swear it was the devil. But we don't go there. We don't go there. So listen. Okay, move. That's right. I am on overload right now. Overloaded with information. So, you know me. I've said it before. I start working on my talks weeks ahead of time, right? I have my notebook, I write in, and if I don't have my notebook with me and something comes, I speak it into my phone, you know, and then I gradually compile everything together, right? Well, it's been really busy. I've been helping two family members who are having some challenges. Took food to South Jersey, got home at 11 o'clock last night. Someone says to me, you got packages, go get your packages. So I had ordered a book that I've been wanting, that have been too expensive on the internet. And I went to order a hot water bottle for one of the people I'm assisting, and noticed the used book was a really good price. So I ordered it. So the something that told me to go pick up my package at 11 o'clock last night was to pick up this book. I go and I say, oh, my talks on love. There must be something in this book, right? It's midnight. I'm in the bed. And Spirit said, open the book. So, I always talk to you about synchronicity. I want you to understand about synchronicity and how powerful it is, because it is Spirit at work. It's important that we get that and don't miss it. It is Spirit at work. And so I had little blurbs relating to things in this book. The diary talk. Little blurbs, okay? Scientific research proving and expounding upon my little blurbs. You see all this? This is mine. That didn't come from the used book person, okay? That was like last night. I'm like, holy shucks, okay? So look, Spirit has a sense of humor. Sometimes I don't find it so funny because Spirit rewrites my talks consistently, even at the last minute. I just have to laugh, I guess, and be grateful. So I want to share with you why I wanted to do this talk, okay? I wanted to do this talk because I've been troubled by what's going on in the world. And I guess, was doubting whether or not the love that we speak about or what we teach, what you've heard me say so many times, that if we express love and emanate love into the world, if we practice this teaching and practice kindness, that it can shift and change some of the horrific stuff that's going on. And that's really, do that talk, forgive me, it was personal. Okay? And so I think even before I was kind of afraid to like look at that and know the answer, but thank goodness I really believe in love. Okay? So I went there. And in my life, I'm setting this up for you guys, okay? In my life, I really had to dig deep to practice unconditional love and givingness, to practice non-judgment, to practice being willing to sacrifice and make sacrifice. And the most painful and difficult part of that is finding the place where I don't go overboard into martyrdom, okay, and don't give too much, but take care of myself also in the practice. And I had a challenge yesterday. This is the first time I've done a talk, and every place I went, people were talking to me about my talk. They didn't know it, but they were. And so I have a family member who is a Christian and very religious, and spoke to me about the fact that Jesus made the ultimate sacrifice in giving of himself. And I had to say, I ain't trying to go there. I am not trying to be a martyr, okay? I have said all my life that that was not something that I wanted to do, because my mission and my goal, for as long as I can remember, has how to really love myself, honor myself, and take care of myself, and allow myself to express in this world fully and completely. I'm sure all you know I'm still working on that, okay? However, I have been saying things, standing here talking, and saying things, and what Spirit is doing is, as I talk and as I continue to study and as I do my spiritual practices and I grow and learn, I get deeper and deeper clarity. I have experiences that allow me to understand this teaching and to be able to put it into practice more and more and more, but coming from the place of love. So, I asked myself the question, obvious, what is love really? What is it? Okay? And I looked at, we as human beings have all different types of love that we experience, right? We experience a romantic love. There's a love between parents, you know, and the love between a mother and a child is different than the love between a father and a child. You know, there's the blessing of my life, there's auntie love and you know. But what I recognize is, we don't really know what love is. Just like I've stood and said many times, we don't really know God, and we don't really understand God in us. And so it hit me, well, God is love. So yeah, we don't really know what love is either. And so I was looking and trying to find the words to express the energy of love, how love expresses itself. And I was really struggling. So I started talking about and contemplating the energy of love and the fact that really it's a very gentle thing. It's a very quiet thing. And before I got the book or even thought about the book, I wrote down that love is like water. It flows and it moves and it ebbs depending upon the situation it's in and what it's going through. I still hadn't connected the dots yet, okay? So, I had trouble. So I went to the old, feminine energy is loving and it's nurturing and it's healing and it's empowering, and masculine energy is strong and is protective, and and I knew I wasn't hitting it. And I sat down and meditated, and guess what? I still wasn't hitting it. Okay, so I said, okay, let me just go on, it'll come, something will come, and I realized that as we move through our everyday lives, there's so much that we are not really clear on and in touch with. And forgive me for speaking in generalizations, I hate to tell you, I think it's true for most of us though. But I realize that there's so much about spirit, about God, about love that we're not in touch with. And many, many of us really try. But I think our expressions of love and our understanding of love is limited. And there's so much more to love, okay? And so this book is, we always pull things together for me. We always say that everything is energy, right? And so love is energy. And so, for people that are listening, this book is The Shape of Love. It's by Masaru Emoto. He is a man in water, and I'm a big, huge fan of him. I'm very grateful to him for his life work and what he has given us. I encourage any and everybody to read his books. Start with Messages in Water. And this one, I gotta tell you, it's hard to find and not cheap. But in his book, he talks about the fact that everything is energy, that it's vibration, and that vibration is an aspect of life. It is like the essence of life. And everything that exists is vibratory. Even things that we think are inanimate objects are not vibratory. And everything has its own energy and its own vibration. Now, intellectually, we know this. I bet it's come out of all of our mouths, okay? But to have the understanding and experience of that. And so, you see, these things that go on are no accident for me. There's a scene that is just so awe-inspiring for me. And so, he did experiments where he took water and froze water, and it created crystals. And then what he did was he infused a specific energy, a specific feeling, a specific vibration. And based on that vibration, the crystals changed. If you have not seen pictures of these crystals, I promise you want to see them. They speak volumes, okay? And so he talks about the fact in the book that there is a dam in Japan that water runs through, and it's known to be really dirty and full of bacteria. The color is gray and yucky, and it's just known not to be clean water. So one of his team members went and collected water to freeze to see the crystal of that water, to see what was emanating from it. And when they froze it and saw the crystal, it was beautiful. And he was surprised, he didn't understand. And so he went back to do more tests, and what he discovered was that it was the vibration of the person collecting the water infused in the water. And so it was a powerful shift for him. Scientists have been saying for a long time that once they run an experiment, that they're influencing the experiment, okay? And so they become that. And so all of this talk and study about quantum physics and energy particles and all of that, it's all in this book in here. And so, you know, you've heard about the space between the atoms and the molecules and the nucleus. He says they're subatomic particles, and that they are influenced by, I forget the right word, but some kind of resonance. And so when, really, oh God. And so when Andrew stood up here this morning and said the word resonance, I chuckled like anything, because I said, I'm going there. So he does this experiment with tuning forks, right? So traditionally, musical instruments were tuned to 440 hertz, right? And somewhere before World War II, it got changed. There was this whole big thing around. It was changed for evil reasons. Hitler had these bad intentions and everything, but I became very interested in this because you know me and music, and I know that music is healing, and I always say that the music that used to be done in Black churches was so powerful and so healing, and something changed. Not that it still can't be, don't misunderstand me, but I knew something had changed. And I did research on this 440 basis of versus of 442 megahertz, and I spoke to all different musicians, my piano tuner, nobody could get answers. Many years later, he does an experiment with tuning forks, using one at 440, okay? And what happens is when he would hit the tuning fork and it would vibrate, the other tuning forks would resonate. And they would begin to vibrate also, even though they had not been touched, okay? And then when he took a tuning fork 440 and hit it, but hit one of but the one of 442 resonated less, and the ones in line after that resonated less. When he moved 445, no resonance, none. For years, I have been researching this, for years. And I finally got an answer after midnight. Okay. What has this got to do with love? We are tuned. The vibration of God is love. The vibration of creation is love. The vibration of life is love. And we resonate our energy. We resonate each other. And when we come up against something that is not in alignment, if it's too far out of alignment, there's no resonation. So we do, in fact, have the ability, by being in love, by being kind, by being open, by being understanding, by being willing, peaceful, have the ability to impact and change what is going on in the world. And when I tell you I came in here this morning vibrating and bouncing off the walls, because I said to Neil, Spirit is downloading this with all of this scientific information into this little body. And I'm like, you know? And I was so concerned. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I was so concerned about being able to express it. And I told myself, just trust. Over and over and over and over again, I've been through this. Just trust. And so he actually says that this earth, this experience that we're going through, was designed by Spirit to resonate love. And then there were two main things. His most beautiful crystals ever were love and gratitude. And that when we express love and experience gratitude in return for that love, it sets up a resonance that vibrates. And that resonance affects anyone that it can resonate with. And it is healing, it is empowering, it is nourishing. And that is such a powerful, powerful thing to know, to understand, to be aware of. It is so freeing that all we have to do is do the best that we can to be loving. Let's take it into treatment. So first and foremost, I give thanks. I give thanks. I am so grateful for this teaching. I am so grateful that the power and presence that I call God expresses in and through me and this center and each one of us, resonating the truth, allowing each one of us clarity, allowing each one of us the depths of understanding, and allowing each one of us what we need to open our hearts, to be an expression of love in this universe, to be willing to walk through whatever we have to walk through, to allow love to express, knowing that love is for us, love is with us, and love abounds through us. I affirm with this word that each one of us, each person here is expressing in a way that allows the growth of love, the expansion of love, the consistency and the continuity of love. And I affirm that it resonates so that we are able to touch others and bring them into the fold so that they can resonate and experience that is God. It is everywhere, evenly present, and one only has to choose and allow the opening for love for God to fully express by means of each one of us. And so I am so very grateful this morning. I am changed this morning because of this experience, and I give thanks. I affirm with this word that each person here has a greater clarity, a deepening, a greater experience of the love that is God expressing by means of them. I affirm with this word that the Center for Spiritual North Jersey grows and expands as a result of the love that is resonating, that is expressing, so that each one can partake in this joy. And so I simply release my word into the law, knowing that it is the truth and it is God that makes it so. Please close with me. And so it is. Thank you.
What a great setup. It's so true. What love can do. Here we all are, gathered together in this place. Why are we here? What is our purpose? What's God's will? How do we know what's true and what's real? We may not know what life will be, but it doesn't matter as long as we believe that love is the answer. Love is the answer. Love is the answer to whatever the question may be. What's going on in this world today? Where do we fit? What can we do to make a difference? What can we say? Where do we this way or that way? If we all pray and truly believe and love one another and make the world see that love is the answer. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. Whatever the question may be. We may not know where life's road will lead, but it doesn't matter as long as we believe that love is the answer. Love is the answer to whatever the question may be. Everybody sing love is the answer. Oh, love. We're talking about love. To whatever the question may be, to whatever the question may be.
Amen. Amen. I have to piggyback when he's talking. You bring in physics, I can't keep up.
There you go, there you go.
And I peeked on over at Neil's side. That's not a pizza planet for Toy Story, is it? Those are stars and salmon. Be interesting to look into that crystal pattern as well. A little bit of water. And truly, being a physics teacher, there are patterns in the universe. This has been created as a wonderful, beautiful, perfect universe. And if we go through life not understanding that, okay. You have an okay life, but you don't know what you're missing. And if you can understand this beautiful creation around us and resonate with it and use it to your own power, Use it for the powers of others. Use it for the power of God. You are so much more capable. You have unlimited capabilities and potential there. Right? Just looking at gravity. Right? We go around now our daily lives experiencing gravity. But when you understand that, you can use it to your own potential. Right? You can use it to your own advantage. What better experience we can have. Right? When we resonate with that love, what better experience we can have.
I think I forgot to say something really important. Our bodies are mostly water. I had to get back up and say that.
Truly, and when you resonate that, I think we're more than 70% water. When it resonates, it matters. It matters. So you can go through life disconnected, you can go through life without that. And it'll be okay. It might not be okay. Right? We experience, we can witness those who are not connected, those who have poor resonance, who resonate with that negativity. And yet when you align yourself with the natural resonance universe, the natural resonance of God, that love, it can create that positive energy, that positive feeling that resonates with others without having to work at all. What am I supposed to do now? Our abundance blessing. We're here on December 15th, right? 10 days till Christmas, 2 or 3 weeks left in the year. I know we had Giving Tuesday a little bit while ago, but if you have year-end contributions or know of individuals or companies that are looking for to balance their budget, feel free to look our way. We just matched our Heiferling grant of $2,500. I said this in November. Why stop there? Why stop at $2,500 when we can do so much more good beyond that? So we're looking forward to better interacting virtually using technology, so that we can better create a space that we can find that resonance, right? And I know Ty's feeling better now than when he first walked in this morning. We have found that resonance. We have found that space. And having better technology would certainly help with that. So thank you for everyone who has helped. Thank you to Barbara Ashworth for sponsoring this Sunday. That is a wonderful gift to allow us to be here. One of the rare Sundays we don't have Barbara here with us, so thank you, Barbara. Speaking of people that will be here next week, we have Mo and Mark DeBrito back in town. We'll be in person next Sunday, so feel free to come in and say hi. I know they are looking forward to seeing our faces any bigger than on screen. Let's see. But before then, before next Sunday, we have our winter solstice celebration on Friday night. And that's always a wonderful celebration. And I was going to tie it in earlier as well, right? If Friday comes and goes and you don't realize it's a solstice, okay, right? But if we recognize and pause and connect with the physical machination of our Earth and Sun relationship, what more power we can tap into. And I think tapping into that power is exactly what that evening is about. So, is it on Zoom? Yes, Celine, come on in.
It is on Zoom, but I encourage you to get here if you can, because well then go on Zoom. I'm in Columbia. But I wanted to say winter solstice is for everybody, meaning it doesn't need to be somebody who is part of our teaching. Think about family, friends. You might want to invite, if you haven't come to our winter solstice, who's ever come to the winter solstice? It's an amazing, heart-opening, uplifting, joyful night. So, yeah, amazing vibration, amazing resonance, really.
yes, we have that breeze to register and come in on Friday. Sal, I think you'll be able to feel that vibration down in Columbia. Wonderful. Lastly, moving forward into the new year, Neil mentioned the Home's Spiritual Mastery course with Reverend Dr. Michelle Wadley. Again, what better way to start your year? I know here on Sundays we'll be looking back at the first chapters of the textbook and getting back to principle, but an opportunity to touch base more than once a week and do that on a personal level. Great opportunity there. Again, in our newsletter and on Breeze, that looks like Monday evenings, January through early March. Awesome. Yeah, Reverend Michelle here speaking. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so with all that, let's reconvene on our conscious giving affirmation. Don't want to skip that before we sing out. All of these are our gifts, both financial, time, energy, and love. So align yourself with that energy and read with me our conscious giving affirmation. I bless this gift that I give today. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all. I accept all good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Vibration.
And we have hospitality.
And yes, don't forget there's hospitality after service today. And it's something we want to keep going because nobody seems to want to leave for some reason. Everybody wants to hang around, might as well feed them. It's the love, it's the vibration of love. Yeah, so I'm ready when you are. So that vibration of love, that vibration of God. So when the Spirit of God is upon you, you are in love. We are in love. One, two, four, six. Spirit of God upon me. 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 I used to think that I had you. Used to think that I should. Scripture told me that I had to be good. Not because I want to, not because I'm free, but I am the Spirit. Oh, Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God every day. Spirit of God upon me. Spirit of God upon me. I don't need anybody. I don't need nobody. I was sitting I got it all. Loving God made me free. But I am a spirit. Oh, Spirit of God upon me. Every day. Oh, yeah. Spirit of God. Spirit of God upon me. I thought it was my duty. I thought it was my job. I thought it was always gonna be hard. But loving God is wonderful. Loving God is easy. Man, I want to Spirit. Oh, the Spirit of God is wonderful. Oh, yeah. Every way. Happy Sunday! Happy every day! Don't forget to come to solstice. Don't forget we got some more. 1 minute miracle. Anybody looking for their 1 minute miracle?
At the Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, we believe in empowering individuals to discover their inner strength and their connection to divine life. Through our supportive community, transformative workshops, and uplifting services, we provide a safe space for personal growth and spiritual exploration. Whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or a deeper understanding of life's mysteries, our center offers practical tools and timeless wisdom to help you thrive. Join us in creating a more diverse, compassionate, and kind world. Your world, the way you want to create it.